Hey Gemini gang, this is Alicia Noble and I'm back again with your reading. And for today's reading, the channel message that I received was better communication is needed for this next chapter. And what I was getting is that for a lot of Geminis, you guys are ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of communication, right? But for a lot of Geminis, they can end up over talking situations where they're not fully listening. They're not actively listening to what the other person has to say, and it's been causing a lot of conflict in your familial and friendships and coworker situations as well. So therefore, I feel like for some Geminis, not all, it's more needed for you to listen than it is for you to talk, even though that could be very hard for some Geminis. A lot of you Geminis are very loquacious. And like I said, you guys are ruled by Mercury. You are the planet. You guys are ruled by the planet of communication. So obviously, you guys gonna want to communicate. But because you guys sometimes over talk in situations, the communication is not as effective as it could be and should be. And it's time for you guys to just take a quick little step back, just so that you guys are really fully understanding, overstanding what the other person has to say. I feel like a lot, not all, but some of you Geminis are fighting to be right. You're just trying to get your point across, that you're not hearing other people's point. You're not seeing where you guys can respectfully agree to disagree. You guys are not seeing where you guys can peacefully agree to agree. It's okay if people don't have your same opinion. You don't have to fight to be right anymore. You could just say, okay, well, that's my opinion, and I understand yours, and hopefully you understand mine, and just leave it like that. It don't have to be a back and forth, and I'm right because that it's too much extra stress that you don't need for this next level of being and doing in your life. So let me just clarify. What kind of advice does the Divine Beings of Light have for Geminis as it pertains to communication? Oh, the Judgment card. Yeah, this is part of your karmic lesson, is to learn how to be more of the student and learn how to be more receptive and listen a little bit more. There's going to be times where you are the teacher. You're going to have to effectively communicate. But the way that you're going to be able to effectively communicate the most in this next chapter of being and doing is by listening a little bit more and really stop fighting to be right all the time. Fight more to understand where people are coming from. Fight more to understand why you need to be right, because usually when people need to be right, they feel inadequate in some way. When they feel like they need to be right all the time, there's a sense of insecurity where if they're wrong, it's like almost like the end of the world. It's like devastating. But sometimes if you're not right, or someone doesn't really go with along what you say, you have to be confident enough within self and within your own reasoning to say, you know what, even if you don't agree to what I'm saying, I agree. I understand what I'm saying. I believe in what I'm saying and what I'm trying to portray. And I'm going to attract people that are also going to agree with me. If I don't, at least I have me, where I understand where I'm coming from. I don't need to be justified by outside sources. I have the justification within. So this is your karmic lesson, Gemini. Anything else for the Geminis? Any advice for the Geminis to learn? Anything that Geminis could just need to learn for this next chapter of being. Okay? This is about more peaceful collaborations with people that you love and care about. Listening a little bit more. I keep hearing these train horns. I guess that's a confirmation. There's no train around here. I mean, there's trains like further down, but not ones that honk horns like that. Anyway. Three of Cups is collaborations. I feel like if you guys continue on this path of just fighting to be right, you're not going to have these positive, peaceful, loving collaborations start to come into the picture. You're going to delay it, or you're just going to end up usurping yourself out of that path altogether. So it's time for you guys to just humble yourselves, really listen a little bit more effectively, and just be more vulnerable when it comes to not always being right. It's okay to not be right. Okay? What else we got? So that's the Three of Cups and the Judgment card. Anything else from Missing Mondays? Oh, the Ten of Pentacles tried to come up, but then it went back in. It'll come back out if it's meant to come out. What else do we have for the Gemini, right? Okay, yeah. Geminians. What do we got for the Gemini gang? Come on, Gemini. What do we have? What else? Oh, Six of Pentacles. Okay. So, this has to do with generosity. I feel like a lot of you... See? Some of you Geminis have been given a lot to the wrong people. And this could even be your kids. Sometimes your kids is spoiled rotten. I'm just going to be real with y'all. I'm getting that y'all giving way too much to these kids instead of letting them learn and earn the way they're supposed to, the hard way. You're like kind of overcompensating. I don't know if it's because you're overcompensating for not being there back when they were children, because I'm getting like a nostalgic feeling too. Almost like the Six of Cups brings, but it's the Six of Pentacles, so that has to do with a lot of generosity. It feels like you're just over-giving when it comes to your time, your energy, and effort for some of your familial connections, especially for those who have children. And some of y'all got grown children that you don't need to be doing everything and paying for every single thing. You kind of need to let them pay for their own. They're working. They're dripped down. They got the nice cars and stuff, but they're not contributing to the household. No, they can contribute too. Let them do what they need to do as adults. Because if not, they're never going to learn how to be adults, and they're going to expect the world to always give them handouts the way their mommy give them handouts. And no, you can't keep doing that, Jimmyans. For some of you, this may not resonate for all, but it's one or two of y'all. Y'all spoiling them kids. It's okay to spoil your kids, but some of y'all spoiling them rotten. Where they don't know anything about hard work, they just know mommy going to get them out of a bind. Don't do that no more. I'm going to leave that right there. I ain't trying to tell you what to do with y'all kids. Y'all do what y'all want, but don't say I didn't tell you so. Anyway, so clarify the Six of Pentacles, please. Divine Beings Life, please clarify Six of Pentacles, and I'm out of here in 7 minutes already. The Sun card. Yep. Clarify. You see them two little kids down there too? Y'all doing too much for them. You got to let them kind of find their own path. Because by you always doing everything for them, you're blocking them from learning their karmic lessons that they need to learn in this lifetime. For some of you Geminians out here. And for some of you guys, you're expecting. That's why it's time for you guys to have better communication for the next chapter of life, because you guys are now going to have 2 new additions to the family. So communication in your household needs to get extra tight, so there's not dissension when there's these new lives growing and learning and being in your house, in your presence. You know, you need to have a more positive disposition. You need to have more easy way of going. And I feel like the spirit babies that are to come for some of these Geminians are also helping with that better communication. They're lighting the way before they even come to the physical reality. And sometimes children will do that before they come here. They'll help to guide the parents and get them in preparation for the new life that's to come, and the safe, positive, light environment that they need to be in, so that they can really grow healthy and grow strong, and, you know, really break generational cycles and things of that nature. So, yeah. All right. So I'm about to wrap this up. It's getting a little long. So, what else we got? Justice card. Okay. So, yeah, a lot of you guys are receiving karmic justice. And your karmic justice is also learning this lesson of not always spoiling your child, and always not being so generous to these other familial connections that you're giving way too much energy, effort, time, money into. It's time for you guys to take that blindfold off that she has and really see things for what they are, with the Sun card here illuminating the way, and there's sun behind her head. And this Justice card here, you can see the sun behind her. Yeah, you need to have a balance between the heart. You see the heart in one of the scales. Then you see the sun at the bottom. You see the sword. The sword has to do with clarity. And then this is like mind over heart type of thing. But it's not mind over heart as it is including your mind and your heart. You can't just rule like, oh, I love my kids and I just do whatever for my family. No, you also have to have logic behind it. You can't just step in and do everything for these family members. You kind of have to allow them to do things for themselves as well. That's the only way you're going to establish positive balance in the household going forward. And any one more card. One more card. Clarify the judgment. Clarify the judgment. Ooh, who was itching? Sorry. Who was itching? The other day I got bit by a spider. Oh, I'm gonna get bit by a spider again. Anyway, clarify the judgment card, please, for the Geminis. Ooh, two things came out at once. So we got two cards here. Three cards. Alright, so we have the Knight of Swords. This has to do with communication. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the High Priestess. So I feel like with these cards, a lot of you are coming into your own power. You guys are getting back up on your horse and sailing off into victory. A lot of you guys are taking control of your power with this phallic energy here. You guys are stepping into your divine masculine energy, whether you're biological female or not, whether you're a biological male, whether you guys feel like you're non-binary, doesn't matter. I'm talking about energy. You're commanding your power. All these are, you see the sword is here. Like I said before, you guys are having more clarity. You guys are having more, you guys are being more, need to be more assertive. And once you stand into that power and command that power, you'll become more enlightened about the next steps in your life with this High Priestess card here. So that's all I have for you, Geminians. Continue to focus on you. Do the work that you need to do so you can get to this next chapter of being. It's going to be a great new chapter in your life. I could feel it. I know it. And if you guys want a further reading, sorry if you heard my legs separate from the couch. Like, oh God, that sounds so gross. But my leg got stuck to the couch. Anywho, so if you guys want to hit me up for a reading, first-time clients will be getting $10 off all readings that are pre-recorded. If you guys want further details about that, look at the description box below. Thank you guys for watching. Continue to watch more of my videos. Like, subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. Okay. Thank you very much. Take care. Much love and light to those that receive it. Thank you very much. Bye.